Hello, Scorpios, and welcome back to Deku Tarot and to your mid-October 2020 reading. Here we are in the middle of the season where the veil is thinnest, where most associate the energy with your sign, death, rebirth. Our intuition, our psychic knowing grows by the minute as we inch closer to Samhain on the 31st. And for you, fixed water, the most naturally psychic, will feel it very strongly this month. Your higher self, your ancestors, they're very strong right now, making you very psychically aware, more psychically aware than ever. So listen closely to what comes through and let intuition guide you through this month of smoke and mirrors. Something that you once held in high esteem, something that you adulated and saw only as flawless, is starting to lose its glimmer. You realize that what you're holding on to is not what you thought it was, and it makes you angry. Angry at yourself for not seeing it until now. Angry at others because you feel you've been tricked, manipulated, used. The relationships you lean on will help you get through this internal struggle and welcome in a new cycle. And the sun moves into your sign October 22nd. So it will be up to you how long you stay in that state of illusion and despair. How long it will take for you to stop making excuses for what has disappointed you so deeply at this point. It's important to recognize what we do not believe in, because upon listening to this and letting this go, you will make room for hope and something that looks abundant and prosperous with opportunities. And it's interesting that a lot of these cards came out because those are actually channeled messages that I got for you before I started the reading. I pulled some cards like I usually do before reading to see where you're at and to pick up on your energies, to know what needs to be talked about as we enter the reading. And it's interesting the way these fell in timing with that message. Are we too proud to admit defeat? Are we too proud to change paths? And what do we fear? Someone getting angry? But those Three of Swords were already there. They can't put them in again, because what you've lost faith in has already done that to you. Don't let the despair and that tendency to go deep that you guys are known for, that tendency to maybe pick too deeply at that wound, to really feel that pain. Because as fixed water, you feel deeper than really all the other signs. And in this month, with the astrology the way it is, Mercury retrograde in your sign, it's very difficult to express how deeply this failing has really taken out the structure of what you've built so much around. And again, you can be sitting in despair, but what you must realize, Scorpio, and this almost wanted to come out reversed, but I refuse to let it be reversed. because you have the power to transform. Don't be afraid this month, even if it feels almost unnatural. It's not your fault. It's the astrology. Let's just blame it on that for now. This year's been difficult. The astrology is right up in there, making it more difficult. But transformation, fluidity, even though you're a fixed sign, you're fixed water, water is known to be very versatile, to change, to shift, to constantly be in motion, but you feel stuck in certain places, almost like in a river where you get these certain pools and they go around and around and around. They're trapped for so long, and it's hard to get things out of them. It's hard to break free. And you're stuck maybe with those situations, but you have the ability, really, this month, especially with that new moon in your sign on the 16th, to release. It hurts a lot more to hold on to this and to keep this up when you've lost so much faith and love and emotion for it. It has drained you. Whatever this is, it has drained your emotions, your energy, and even if it's painful to admit that, you're feeling it anyways. Your higher self, your intuition won't let you get away with just letting that go any longer. It hurts too much to hold on to. It hurts to go through this, to let it go, to admit these things, to say what needs to be said, but it must be done. I'm going to move these up right here. So as you can see, we have to work on, it's almost like destabilizing this whole situation, it's almost as if you built a house wrong, or you built, I don't want to say a whole house because that sounds so silly. You know, when you're putting IKEA furniture together, maybe you just decided, I'm not going to follow the instructions, I'm just going to do it. But it came, you put it together all wrong because you didn't follow the instructions. And you can't sit on this chair that's going to fall apart if you sit on it, actually. You've been building this, but haven't been following the instructions, haven't been paying attention. That part of you that says you should read about this, you should look at this a little bit longer, you should study this. What have we failed to see or failed to acknowledge that has been pushing at us from our inner consciousness, honestly? Maybe from a lot of outside forces, people as well, but there's something in your inner consciousness that you've needed to listen to about this for even longer. And your inability to recognize that we were building, again, that false chair, that false tower. It will come crashing down internally first. And again, like I said, all of this is felt, everything that I've mentioned right from the beginning of this reading is felt so deeply, and I feel such a lack of communication about it. So we're going to look at some cards to deal with this, because this is how we're feeling. And we might be putting on a brave face or acting a certain way, but it's coming out in little ways. And listen to when people are saying, hey, is something wrong? You're snapping quite a bit. Because when you start speaking about it, when you start having hope and faith in the renewal of, you know, again, you have to let this go to make space for whatever this is. We have to work through this. We have to admit defeat in some manner, in some way, over something that, again, we held so dear, but has just, it just feels like such a deep disappointment, such a deep realization of the truth of something that is taken from us, someone that is taken from us. And once you admit it, realize it, that's the hardest part. After that is healing. And if you lean on the relationships that you have, you know, extend your arm out to ask for help from others, to reach out to others if you need to. They will be there. help and heal you, to hold you, to listen, give you some good advice, help you move on and move forward. And don't be afraid to do so. Fixed signs, even you, get a little bit stuck in our ways. And we need to learn to flow with the tide, to do what's best for us rather than hold on to something that is so obviously detrimental to our well-being. There's power in strength, in leadership, and again, opportunities. Real opportunities. But we have to listen to our higher self this month. We have to listen to that part of us that wants us to do the hard work, the hard emotional work. You have all the answers, and you know what you have to do. So why do you fear this on the other side when it looks so great? Like I said in the beginning, this feels like a very prosperous cycle. It's like stepping almost for some of you into a new abundant opportunity, possibly for work, for a job, or really just a better, happier life, something that feels more stable, secure. If you're willing to face the hard truths, to face what needs to be done, to face what we have to let go of in order to let this in, it's wonderful, but you have to allow yourself to change. You have to open your heart. And you have to communicate to somebody. Whew, these are big messages. So let's get a Halloween oracle for you guys at the end here. And if you do want to book a private reading, I am available, and I will put all the information in the description box below. I'm going to do a Samhain Special for this month for the half-hour reading, so check that out. Wow, and I kind of feel like I need to pull another, so we're actually going to get two because it is your birthday month, and we've waited till almost mid-October for this, right? Wow, I mean, perfect. For this month, what a perfect set here, right? All right, so let's look at Scrying here, intuition. Should you pull the Scrying card, I suggest you try it for starters. It also indicates that you may wish to develop your intuition further and not rely solely on the logical part of your mind for all the answers. True wisdom takes a balance of logic and imagination and intuition for true wisdom. And you're wise this month. Trust in your wisdom. It has real roots. It's a real seed that you can plant if you listen to it this month. Your intuition will never steer you wrong. Especially you guys. Especially in October, right? Veil. Or the veil. I don't know why I said it like that. The future. So anyways, so where are we getting this? So while using this oracle, as the veil lifts, know that the other worlds are close. Listen in particular to what messages may come forth around your future. Look to what you want to happen, plan, set intentions, and think big. I always feel like these cards always kind of run down the reading in a really nice way to give you something to move forward with. So if you ever want to look back at this during the tough times this month, remember these two messages, and that will guide you through this. All right. Thank you so much, my lovely Scorpios. Thank you so much for all of your support and for being patient. I am not showing my face the rest of this month until my skin heals. If you want to see more on that, you can go to my Instagram. I explained it in a post, but I had an allergic reaction to a new facial product, and it just, my face is a little bit burned right now, so we are not showing it at this time. Anyways, thank you guys so much, and sorry again that I couldn't do some fun Halloween makeup thing or all the cool things I wanted to do for October for you guys. We'll get to those when I am all healed up. And have a wonderful and blessed rest of the month. Happy birthday, my lovely Scorpios. This month is your month, so live it up. All right, namaste, guys.